fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, September the 5th. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap-up, NFP Day. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, have your risk management in place so you don't lose any more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade or during any one single trading session. So we take a look at the dashboard and all the weekly open gaps have filled. Notice the pound is in the launch pad today. Actually, it's been in two launch pads. It's been in the 33. Actually, today, yes, but for the week, we've been in the 33.40s, the 34.40s, and now the 35.40s. And we have turned green for the week. 52 pips above the weekly open and 3 off the high, 214 off the low. We are in the opening range for the week. Once again, you can see here we dropped out on Tuesday, back in on Friday. For the year, 1,037 pips above the yearly open, 241 off the yearly high, and 1449 off the yearly low. Notice we're in the upper wick zone of the previous month right now. We had an inside bar 1 week ago. We had an inside bar 9 days ago. And you can see we've broken through both of those highs. Lots of inside bar action. For the day, we have 127 pips of range. We just now broken out of the launch pad into the 50s. Let's see. The pound Canadian is actually leading in the range, 178. Wonder what's going on. Well, we had red news on the Canadian dollar today also. You can see what happened with NFP. Shot across the weekly open. Red rats. You might want to get ready to feast later today. 127 pips of range. Bambino Flex said to go short near the pivot. That did not pay off. Pivot Trading Plan said to go short near the pivot, and that one didn't pay off. And we must be somewhere, we're past R4. I'm not even sure. I wonder if we're past R5. This is a huge move. I'm wondering, let's see here. Yeah, we're past R5, heading towards R6 at 35.62. That's a huge move. We took out the daily pivot. Yesterday we missed the pivot by 5 pips. We've taken out the weekly pivot, and we've taken out the monthly pivot so far. Let's see, in and out of that. Actually, we started in the lower wick zone, entered into the upper wick zone, and then crisscrossed a couple times, dipped back in, and then shot right back up. Notice we're now at the 80%. So once again, wick zone, very, very profitable if you're trading it properly. Notice we broke out of the previous week's high there. Range, 221 pips for the week. Might even push that further. And so we're at the 58th percentile over the last 12 weeks. High minus previous high, 24. Previous low minus low, 83. That makes this an outside bar. For the week, High minus close for the rats, only 4 pips at the moment. 217 close minus low for the green rats. High minus open for the weekly crossover traders, 61. Open minus low to the south side is 161. Moving steadily up here. Price action, simple price action chart here. Notice we bounced off that previous day's high. We're now 91, 92 pips of profit. Just prices just taking off. Okay, we got a short trigger here at the 50 and worth 2 pips. And you need to take those pips before the market takes them back. That's for sure. Okay, so once again, just looking at the indicator 2, moving down, we're almost back to indicator 2 on M5. Within 0.20, let's see, does it cross over and stick? We're at the 45. If we get a close below 45, might be good for more downward movement. Looks like we got the close below 45. Yep, 44.7. There we go. Coming into this range area here. Four pips. Actually, I'm reading this wrong. This is not this is the slope of the EMA 5. This isn't the what I was thinking. So we've got the M1 and M5 indicator 1 sloping down. Okay, so September right now, close minus the year-to-date open, the percent change 8.24. So range by month, 221. First week, not bad. Let's see take a look at the ATR percent. We're at 46. So we're almost halfway through the ATR, so should be interesting. Let's take a look at the ATRs. So for September, 480. Okay, and the year-to-date accumulated, still at 1689. We haven't pushed the needle yet. So so far this month, price is inside that upper wick zone. Price is turning up. Buyers showing strong control. Above the previous month's mid, above the previous month's pivot. Lower high. high or low. So we're at an inside bar so far. Taking a look at the week, prices above the upper wick zone. Previous bar was an inside bar. Buyer strong control, higher high, higher low. So we're making an outside bar once again. Drop down to the daily. Look at that huge move. Yesterday was just about a doji. 114 pips above that daily open, way above the upper wick zone. Previous range, daily range exceeded by 84 pips. Wow, in the weekly, previous range exceeded by 107. Buyers strong control above the previous bid and above the pivot. So let's take a look at that price action again. So let's see, that highest low triggered. That would have been a very nice trade. You had a couple things in your favor. Okay, we've got a close above 45. So let's see if we can, if price will push up or not. Thing is, I usually don't like shorting the launch pad area, but you see we have 127 pips of range. So we probably ranged out for the day. I don't think there's any more news today. So once again, these closes below 45 usually indicate price is going to go down. You just have to wait and see. Would have been a flip-flop box trade there, worth a couple of pips right now. You notice it put in higher lows right here before turning. So we have to decide, does price want to go back to the 50 or does it want to come down to the 25 level? Just have to wait and see. Still have negative slope on the M5 indicator 2 or EMA5. And then all of a sudden, boom, it turned positive. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like shorting in the launch pad, because you saw how fast that candle popped to the upside. So, fellow traders, that's going to just about wrap up the weekly wrap up. So, I hope everybody's profitable out there. And I'm going to wish you all a fun and safe weekend. And when you come back to trading, I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.